Wendy Scardino, and I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications here at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium. I came here about 8 months ago and have worked in the field of communications, marketing, and fundraising for the past roughly 14 years. As this museum grew, the idea was, how can we tell the story of not only Dubuque County, but also of the river? We're on the river, how can we tell that story, and how can we do it in a way that perhaps others aren't? And so it grew into, the exhibits became about history as well as river life today. A number of programs that we support the larger community. We have a partnership with the Dubuque Schools where we work with some of the low-income schools in the area, and we do outreach programs to those schools on a regular basis. We also have an EMM program, every member program, where folks who meet a few different key financial guidelines can receive a free membership, 6-month membership, and then they have to renew every 6 months. So there's ways that we do outreach to the community that way. We are telling the story of an ecosystem, and part of that is when you have to interpret a watershed, you have to understand that decisions that we make here in Iowa, decisions that we make further away from the Mississippi River, have an impact not only on the river, but on the Gulf of Mexico and the oceans at large. And so there is a big responsibility to tell that story.
My name's Don Folgers. I'm a native of Anamosa. I worked in the penitentiary for 42 years. So it's a very viable, very important to the city of Anamosa to have the institution here, most definitely. We have had visitors from 12 foreign countries, every state in the union. Provides work for a lot of employees. We have a lot going for Anamosa in that Grant Wood did his paintings in this area and went to school in this area. Is buried out in Riverside Cemetery. The state still owns the quarries out to the northwest of the institution, where most of the stone was mined and hauled in here mostly by rail, but of course horse and buggy as well, I suppose. When you come up over the hill and you see it for the first time, you think, wow, looks like a big old palace. So it took 60 years to build the institution, and they did it mostly with inmate labor. So it's quite an architectural wonder.
I was born and raised here in Bellevue, Iowa. I then moved out, like everybody, right? I got out in a small town for a little bit. Moved around, did a few things. I ended up coming back to Iowa. Family, community. You don't realize what you have until you leave it, I think. And life here is it's easy, I guess is what I say. I don't have a commute. I can ride my bike to work every day, which is nice. Everybody in this community helps each other, and we're all extremely friendly, and everyone gets along. And we're a community-driven brewery, so we do everything to try to give back to the community and also help out. And so that's what drove us to come back here. I own it with my brother, his wife, and then my husband. So the 4 of us make up the people who own this brewery. We say family owned and operated though, because all of our family helps out. We try our best to be as green as we can be. We have different things that we do, so the spent grains go back out to the family farm. We use the water for our chill plate. We recycle that. We have a tank downstairs and a fridge. We keep it cooled, and we just keep recycling and reusing that water. We recycle anything we can in here, and that's why we did cans too. Cans are just a little bit easier to recycle. anything that we can try to do to be greener and conserve energy, we try to do our best to do. We do events kind of all throughout the year. We'll do yoga. So we'll do yoga in November, and that's called Yoga Gives Back, and we do it all for food donations. We do a race in May. It's a 5K-ish. It's actually 2.8 miles. And we give all that money to a park. We kind of rotate which park we're going to be giving money to. This year it's Felderman Park. All throughout the year we do whatever we can to help and give back. That small town community that builds around you and supports you. That's probably the best thing about being a small town. We're all family, essentially, and we all do what we can to help each other out.
Hey Chuck, you're in the shot.
Go Hawks!
Yeah, you bet.
Bye-bye.